Coming up on Cedar Valley today, police are looking for a man who stole from the Waterloo Walmart.
And a Cedar Valley group is making a difference after their lives were affected by breast cancer.
And a presidential hopeful is visiting Wartburg College next week. This is Cedar Valley Today. Good morning and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Melissa Kozak.
And I'm Michael Benson.
John Deere Union employees will stay on the job after an agreement between UAW Local 838 and John Deere settled on a 6-year contract. The previous contract was set to expire last night, affecting 12 factories in Iowa, Illinois, and Kansas. Employees were planning a strike at midnight in Waterloo. The agreement made with the UAW last night will be for another 6 years, but before it goes into effect, members will have a chance to ratify the agreement. Deere spokesman Ken Golden says the company is planning on honoring the new agreement with the UAW and will make no further public announcement at this time.
A cash reward is available for information regarding a theft at the Waterloo Walmart. The man in these photos allegedly stole a customer's bike after committing theft inside the Walmart. Anyone with information is asked to call Cedar Valley Crime Stoppers at 319-291-4340.
Presidential candidate for the Republicans, Rick Santorum, will visit Wartburg College next week. The event will begin at 3:30 on Monday, October 5th, and will take place in the White House Business Center, room 214. It is open to the community, and tickets are not required for the free event. The event will be set up in the town hall format and will include remarks from Santorum, as well as time for questions. Visitors should park in the visitors lot east of Newman Auditorium and use the south entrance of Siemens Student Center. Donald Trump will be visiting Waterloo for the first time next week. The Republican presidential candidate will be at the Electric Park Ballroom on October 7th. Doors will open at 10:30 a.m. and tickets for the event are required. Trump will be speaking about his vision for tax reform and the future, as well as take questions from the audience. Republican presidential candidate John Kasich was in Cedar Rapids Wednesday as a part of his Iowa visit. He spoke at a town hall meeting about many different subjects, including bringing educational and welfare programs back to the states. And as Breast Cancer Awareness Month begins, he discusses increasing medical research funding.
Hillary Clinton is calling for part of the president's healthcare tax to be repealed. Earlier this week, Democratic presidential candidate Clinton said the Cadillac tax needs to be repealed. The tax on premium healthcare plans is set to go into effect in 2018. It is supposed to help pay for the Affordable Health Care Act. Senator Bernie Sanders visited students at the University of Chicago Institute of Politics earlier this week. The Democratic presidential candidate says American democracy is not supposed to be about billionaires buying elections. Senator Bernie Sanders will be joined by his fellow Democratic presidential candidates in Iowa later this month. Lincoln Chafee, Hillary Clinton, Martin O'Malley, and Jim Webb will be in Des Moines on October 24th at the Event Center. And coming up, we talk to the Wartburg Republicans about their newest presidential speaker.
Stay with us.
You live in the fast lane. We get that. Nothing can slow you down, not even managing your finances. Stay on the move with Farmer State Bank's mobile app. Deposit checks and transfer money quickly and securely. Farmers State Bank. Ready for the app? Visit us online today.
In past Iowa caucus years, Republican candidates were rarely seen on the Wartburg College campus. But as the February 2016 caucus race heats up here in Iowa, it's the Republican candidates who are descending on the small liberal arts campus. Zach Schultz is the president of the Wartburg College Republicans, and he joins us this morning to talk about the rise and participation in the organization this year. Thank you for joining me today, Zach.
Great to be here.
Great. The Wartburg Republicans have been very active lately by bringing in candidates and speakers to the campus this year. What has been done to make the group more active?
Well, I think one of the main things that we've done to make the group more active is really just focus in on this being a presidential election year, trying to get as many students on campus as possible engaged in the political process through meetings, dialogues about the different issues, as well as contacting out to different campaign heads and telling them, hey, Wartburg is a great place if you want to come and have an event here.
And how have you been getting the students fired up?
I think the main way that we've been doing that is just through engaging them in dialogue. I think a lot of students are interested in the political process. They just don't have an opportunity to really reach out and talk about those issues. So we just want to provide that opportunity for students here at Wartburg.
And are students taking advantage of this?
Oh yeah, I definitely think so. We just recently had a debate watch party where we had about 12 people show up to that, and we just, throughout the debate, we talked about the different issues that were being discussed, favorite candidates, who we liked, who we thought was doing well. And it was really just a great opportunity to listen to people and hear what they had to say about the different candidates.
Well, that's awesome. Now we hear that there's a third candidate that might be making a visit. Can you announce who that is?
Yeah, that will be Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky. Senator Rand Paul will be here on Tuesday the 13th at 5:30 p.m. He will be speaking in the Lyceum.
Okay.
We encourage all students to come out, no matter what their political beliefs are, to hear all of the speakers and candidates that they can so that they can make an informed decision come Election Day.
All right, and out of all the candidates in the Republican pool, who's your favorite?
Well, I think we have a very strong pool, and I think a lot of candidates are really showing themselves off. Right now, I don't really have a favorite, but I think that a lot of the candidates will show that they all have what it takes to move this country in the direction it needs to go. I really think that the country is looking for a change, and I think the Republican field really is embracing that and is putting forward the right solutions to fix the country.
Well, great. Thank you for joining me this morning.
Yes, thank you for having me.
For more information, visit the Wartburg College Republicans at facebook.com/Wartburg Republicans. And coming up, over 2,000 Iowa women were already diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015 when Cedar Valley Group is taking a stand against the disease. Stay with us.
You're an active person. You always want the best from your body. And when an injury slows you down, you turn to the best. At the Waverly Health Center Orthopedic Clinic, Dr. Linda Martin, nurse practitioner Carrie Van E., and the Health Center team offer cutting-edge technology and personal patient-centered care. Knee and hip injuries, muscle strains and tears, no matter what sidelines you. Let our team get you back in the game. Waverly Health Center. We make a difference you can feel.
Now that October has begun, we're starting to look at Breast Cancer Awareness Month. As we begin October, here are some statistics on breast cancer. While 12% of women will develop invasive breast cancer, a man's risk is 1 in 1,000. 5 to 10% of all breast cancer is linked to gene mutations, and 85% of breast cancer occurs in women with no family history of breast cancer. A woman's risk doubles if she has an immediate family member that has been diagnosed with breast cancer. Now we are joined in the studio by Kristen Teig-Torres to talk about breast cancer awareness and the Beyond Pink team. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for coming in today.
Sure.
So can you tell me a little more about the Beyond Pink team?
The Beyond Pink team is a local organization which serves the Cedar Valley, so all the way up here to Waverly through Cedar Falls, Waterloo, and surrounding communities. And what they offer is support both emotionally and also monetarily for those who are going through breast cancer treatment.
Okay. So there's a pink ribbon run on Saturday.
There is, yes. It's our 9th annual Pink Ribbon Run, and it will start with an opening ceremony at 8 a.m. in Cedar Falls, right by the Cedar Falls Community Center, so down on Main Street. And that event raises money for the Beyond Pink team, and it is a wonderful event full of families and fun. It's a run walk, so you don't have to run. It's a 5K. You could certainly walk it. But then they have a ceremony afterwards as well, and it really celebrates those who have been through the treatment and those who are thriving after a diagnosis of breast cancer.
Okay. Are there any other events coming up this month?
There are lots of events in the month of October. Way too many to talk about, but there are events throughout the month. Hockey games with the Blackhawks in Waterloo. UNI is hosting a soccer pink out game. We have the Splash of Color, which is another walk that takes place in Waterloo. And there's just too many to even mention, but we would love to have you go to the cedarvalleybreastcancer.org Beyond Pink team website and find out what other activities we have going on.
Okay. So how can people donate and or get involved?
Well, they can also go and volunteer using that website. There's so many opportunities. Of course, we need volunteers at each event. We would encourage participants at each event, and you can certainly donate right on our website to the Beyond Pink team and also to our advocacy arm, which is a group of people that work directly with the National Breast Cancer Coalition. That is an organization out in DC that strictly looks at finding ways to end breast cancer through prevention and then prevention of metastatic disease, which is what causes people to die from breast cancer.
All right. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. For more information, visit cedarvalleybreastcancer.org. Now, before you head out the door, let's take a look at weather.
Time you got hyped up about your checking account. It's easy at State Bank. With Hype Checking, you can earn up to 2.04% APY on balances up to $25,000. Plus, get a free debit card with unlimited transactions, reimbursement up to $15 in ATM fees per cycle, free online banking, mobile banking, bill pay, and more. Get hyped up at State Bank with checking that earns you more. Open yours today. State Bank. Community-minded, customer-focused. Member FDIC.
It's internet and TV like never before. Introducing Extreme. With extreme flexibility to watch live TV on your favorite devices in your home. Plus the power to watch your DVR shows on the go. Extreme speeds up to 150 meg. And an ultra-fast Wi-Fi system built for multi-streaming HD. You can even access popular apps on your TV. Simple, powerful, extreme. New from MediaCom.
Wood wine drinkers should look at what is in their wine a little more closely.
And a new study shows that there could be scary side effects.
A new study shows that the level of arsenic in American red wine is higher than the standard for drinking water. However, there is a minimal threat to people. The standard for water is so low because people generally drink more water in a day than red wine. The problem comes when red wine is paired with other high arsenic foods such as apple juice, rice, and cereal bars. So homecoming's this week, and what are your plans for tonight?
My plans for tonight? Well, I'm going to go to Castle Capers at 8 p.m., I believe.
Yep, that is right. And then you're going to go to the pep rally?
Yeah, of course.
I'll be cheering there tonight, so Look for your face out there.
Can't wait to see it.
Thanks for watching Cedar Valley today. Tune in tomorrow for more stories from the Cedar Valley.
And be sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. Have a great day, Cedar Valley.